Buckle up, friends. This one's a crazy one. This was a senseless, horrific crime that took place in North Shore, Oahu, and the suspects were apprehended only 15 minutes from where I lived when this crime took place. First, I want to say welcome. My name is Erica, and it's awesome that you, yes you, are here joining into Just Horrifying. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy. Thelma Boinville moved from Brazil to Hawaii in the 1990s. She enjoyed activities such as surfing, running, yoga, martial arts, and baking. She eventually married a man named Kevin Emery, and they had a beautiful daughter that they named Makana. Thelma was employed as a part-time teacher at Sunset Beach Elementary School in Pupukea. She also picked up a side job cleaning rental homes like Airbnbs to make some extra money for an upcoming snowboarding trip the family was planning. On December 7, 2017, Thelma picked up Makana, who was then 8, at Sunset Beach Elementary School and went to a nearby vacation rental house. Thelma had brought her daughter Makana to the 2-story home she was gonna clean due to the guests arriving later that evening. Thelma left Makana in the truck to watch a movie while she was inside cleaning. When Thelma entered the house, unapparent to her were 2 individuals already inside and were in the middle of burglarizing the home. While Makana was in the car watching a movie, a guy covered in blood with green hair grabbed her out of the truck and said, "We just killed your mother." He then carried Makana into the house up to the 2nd floor while a girl was following behind. He then went to a bedroom, tied 8-year-old Makana up, put tape on her mouth. The guests that ended up renting the Airbnb arrived later that evening. One of the guests walked in and saw a body full of blood and ran out calling 911. When police arrived, they found Thelma dead. Then the officers found Makana upstairs. Police were horrified and shocked after seeing the condition of Thelma. On all the officers' mind were that they needed to find these individuals who committed one of the most heinous crimes on the North Shore. The 2 individuals that were responsible for Thelma's death also had stolen her Tacoma truck. Thelma's husband, Kevin, learned what had happened with a phone call. He rushed to comfort his daughter in the ambulance at the scene. It's unknown, but somehow Kevin's twin brother Ryan found a photo of the couple and texted to Kevin in the ambulance. Kevin stated he asked Makana, as she was shaking, if he could show her an image to see if these were the people. Makana said he could, and when she seen the photo, she immediately said yes and pushed the phone away from her. Kevin then took the photo to the police and told them that these are the people who are responsible for killing his wife. Kevin's brother posted the picture of the 2 on Instagram with a promise of $100,000 reward. When the stolen truck was found in Mililani Shopping Center by the movie theater near Walmart, police said there was at least 75 people there looking for the suspects. The people responsible were Haley Dandran, who was 20 years old, originally from Oregon, and her boyfriend, Stephen Brown, who was 23, born in Ohio, but grew up in Florida with foster parents. Stephen didn't go quietly. He was very combative and uncooperative, and he told officers, "Just shoot me, I deserve it." Haley asking the officers, "Can you just pull your gun out and shoot me in the head? My life is over after today." At the time of their arrest, Stephen had outstanding warrants. They were both later indicted with 2nd-degree murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1st-degree burglary. Police stated that Thelma's credit card was in one of Haley's pockets, and both had dried blood on their hands. Thelma's husband, Kevin, spoke out after the news of his wife's death, saying, "Her extra job put her in the wrong place at the wrong time. They tied up my daughter and they beat my wife to death with a baseball bat. They won't even let me in the house because it's so bad." The baseball bat was recovered at the scene, as well as other items, including a hammer, a meat tenderizer, a kitchen knife, a folding knife, and a machete. Court records also stated it would be impossible to count the number of injuries inflicted on her head, her neck, her torso, and her upper and lower extremities. The Honolulu medical examiner said Thelma's cause of death was blunt force trauma and sharp force trauma to the head. He also stated that none of the injuries were inflicted after her death. So, she was alive when these injuries were inflicted on her. Get this, Haley was trying to get her bail reduced so that she could stay with her mom while she was waiting trial. The judge stated that she was found with the victim's daughter's backpack on her back, and Thelma's earrings in her ears speaks to the calculus and indifference she felt towards this mother and child. This consideration weighs in favor of leaving defendant Dan Duran's bail undisturbed and declining her request for supervised release. 2 years passed by and the trial was pushed back. Unfortunately, the family would have to wait even longer for justice because a few more years passed. But in April of 2022, almost 5 years after the murder, they were going to trial. But again, this still wasn't enough time for the defense, so the trial got pushed back to January 2023. The trial went on for 2 weeks, and the jury only needed a few hours of deliberation before Steven was found guilty of murder, 2 counts of kidnapping, and 1 count of burglary. But listen to this. The jury also had to go through a sentencing hearing for his crimes. Steven's attorney urged the jury to show leniency, saying that Steven's a changed man and that he is not dangerous, so that you must consider the protection of the public. Steven's psychiatrist, well, he also spoke on his behalf, saying, in the case of Mr. Brown, he has found God as a born again. He's a devout Christian. The judge will decide in May 2023 if Steven should spend the rest of his life in prison or not. Haley's trial will begin in July 2023. Alright, you guys, well, take care, be safe, and until next time, bye.